to the plate, son. Marcus Pereira. He's got it for the Eels. They've won the Premier League Grand Final. Penalty here would be faithful. That was an awful play the ball. Parramatta's got over. Jared Maxwell's going to say try. The Eels have got a try to win the Grand Final. Another field goal attempt, no. The Eels have got a try to win the Grand Final. Another field goal attempt, no. A kick down the blind side. There's a chance for a try. Iwi Haraki has scored. Iwi Haraki has won it for Windsor. And that kick through has been... He's produced a piece of magic. Wow. What about that play? And there it is. Victory to the Canterbury Bulldogs in the grand final of the New South Wales Cup. Try disallowed in Origin for that. Ball comes back. Last tackle, Bulldogs, maybe their last chance. Big chance for Roddy's over. Bulldogs have scored. Jonathan Wright has gone over. And the blue and whites have gone off.
There's the siren. Newtown has won the 2012 New South Wales Cup.
Well, there it is. Magnificent shot of Sydney Harbour and the Harbour foreshore. Been a massive weekend with all the celebrations across the weekend, culminating in fireworks last night. And, well, all of Sydney today now focusing on ANZ Stadium in the Olympic Park precinct at Homebush Bay. Grand Final Day 2013. You can't help but feel excited about this.
That's what it's all about. This is what us as players want to be a part of. We train all pre-season, all year, to be a part of this big day. And it's a big day for these guys, the Windsor Wolves, as they head out.
Making their way onto ANZ Stadium. The hallowed turf, I guess you could say. Rugby League headquarters these days. Nathan Smith locking the scrum in jersey 13. No shortage of NRL experience for him with 128 starts. And in this opening half, Windsor will defend the northern end of ANZ Stadium. No breeze to speak of, but as we highlighted in our pre-game show, the temperature is a sweltering, I'd suggest, about 32 degrees now. The Sharks have carried all before them in the VB New South Wales Cup in 2013. Chad Townsend leading them out. Of course, Chad is bound for the New Zealand Warriors in 2014. Townsend, 19 NRL games. They are a particularly strong outfit. This match this afternoon will be refereed by one of the emerging talents in the refereeing ranks, Zbigniew Adamski, who will form part of the full-time referee squad in 2014. So he's obviously highly regarded. And this match, seconds away from a start. Crowd building for what is one of the truly gala occasions in rugby league on an annual basis.
Stay on side.
Big Mark Tafua will be looking to take an early carry for the Sharks when they get possession. And so Windsor here through Sam Anderson, one of the players we mentioned in the pre-game show. He'll play a major role today. Cameron Ciraldo takes the next hit up. Centre field, about 25 out from his own line. Now from Austin. He gives it on the outside to Anthony Cherrington, the former Rooster, 25 years of age. Another one trying to re-establish himself in the NRL. A career punctuated by injuries. Austin, as you could see, a dash down the eastern corridor here at ANZ Stadium. There's Townsend, made the tackle. Now back towards the centre they come, and Anderson takes his second carry of the match. Tackled right on the halfway line by Tafua, the veteran to whom I alluded. Opening kick, it's a midfield bomb. And Tunanapaya coming up, trumps for the Sharks, was tackled immediately by Wes Nguama.
Yeah, not the best kick there from Capewell to start the match. He put the bomb up, which isn't a bad option, especially with the sun, but not deep enough. Good take by Cronulla-Sutherland, but a good first set of 6 for the Windsor Wolves, and good to see Blake Austin running the ball early, getting his hands and making a half break there, so a great start to the Wolves.
Powerful run there by Cronulla-Sutherland out of acting half. So a good set here in the makings for the Sharks. Varve to his feet. Polatoni gives it to Tyrone Peachy. Then Townsend. The pass not finding its mark. Went across the front of Stuart Mills. Picked up by Nathan Stapleton. 57 games in the NRL. Townsend. A kick that I think he'd like to have all over again. It was not a good one, and Moylan took it effortlessly.
Yeah, maybe a nervous start from Townsend. He'd like to have that kick over again. He certainly didn't come off the middle of the boot, that's for sure. Only just popped it up in the air and got the Windsor Wolves on the front foot, so not good execution to start the match for Townsend. Ito Nabuli, his first carry, and there'll be many. A try-scoring freak, the big Fijian, spotted by Andrew Johns and Brad Fittler. And a kick that's been charged down. Play on as it comes back to Windsor's halfback, Luke Capewell. Tackled right on the halfway line. No score. Early stages of this New South Wales Cup Grand Final. The Wolves, they give the ball some air. Daniela, lovely tackle over there by Stuart Mills, the 22-year-old, wrapping him up. Now, Ito Nabuli, he goes for another run, searching up the centre of the ruck. Tackled by Varve and Mark Tafua. So Windsor, they visit the Sharks' 20-metre area for the first time. Seraldo, a good carry by the veteran 28-year-old to his feet. South, he gives it on to Austin towards the line. Cherrington it was, surging forwards. That's tackle number 5. They're a metre out from the Sharks' line in the 2013 Grand Final. Austin, a kick towards the corner. Pressure for the Sharks. Cronulla-Sutherland, they've forced it now through Arval. It will be a line dropout. Windsor to get the ball back. Second best result. And what a start from the Windsor Wolves. We spoke about their potency in attack, and they've certainly executed well to start this match. Austin puts the kick into the right-hand corner for Robinson, tries to tap it back, but it's good cover anyway from the Cronulla Sharks. But the Windsor Wolves have started the game fantastically. Look good with the ball in hand. They've gone to that left-hand side through the likes of Moylan and Austin and hit Cherrington. And a good kick then from Austin to finish off the set.
I've got no doubt they'll have no shortage of self-confidence today. Reminding you the Wolves have won 6 on the trot, including a win over today's opposition just a few weeks ago. Possession in the match so far, Windsor 78%. Now from Smith to Anderson in the centre. Peachy standing his ground. In defence. So what can Windsor come up with this time? Cameron Seraldo. Hard and straight. Tafua down low. Wrapping him up again with the assistance of Varve. Dummy to Anderson.
Numbers
and
left.
Great opportunity for Windsor here early in the grand final. Austin stepping, dummy. Goes through, try! Austin has crashed over for Windsor. Referee Adamski.
Yeah, check this, guys. Clarkie, we've got no try here. Do you want to check possible knock-on into a grounding?
So referee Adamski, confident, a no try. Gee, Cronulla there dangerously hanging off Blake Austin, giving him far too much latitude.
He's looking very dangerous, Blake Austin, with the ball. As we see, he loses the ball, but does he lose it into the Cronulla player and regain it? Gets the ball down there. But the big question will be, I believe, whether he loses the ball into the Cronulla player or not. He loses the ball here. Comes out. Hasn't made contact with any Cronulla player as yet, so does he get the ball down? Wow.
Downward pressure.
You'd have to think.
He had a hand on it.
But the referee has said no try. That has to be a try. Sorry.
On the basis of
the referee has given it no try.
That's it. Well, you've got to wait for me to get there.
So they have to prove.
They have to prove otherwise, yes.
Exactly. So here it comes, the result. And no try is the decision.
Time on, guys.
That is a little perplexing.
Wait.
Well,
you look at that replay, it's hard to fathom really why that was a no try. I know the put down was a little contentious, but we've seen worse given, haven't we?
Oh, definitely. There was definitely downward pressure. He had the hand on the ball when the ball crossed the try line. That's a 4-pointer in my eyes. Hard done by.
All right, so Cronulla dodging a bullet on that occasion. Young Tuna Mapaya, the 20-year-old, aligned to the Melbourne Storm, born in Samoa, plays it. Sharks through Nathan Stapleton. Born in Queensland, went to Toowoomba Grammar School. Now Junior Moores, so lethal. One of the best offloads in the competition. They'll need to provide plenty of respect for that reputation today in defence, the Wolves. Otherwise, he'll carve them up. Now Vave, a Tongan rep. And good play the ball by the big man Townsend. An opportunity to get the Sharks rolling forward. Well-weighted kick. Oh, Nabuli has touched it and run it dead. So Ito just a little complacent there, Braith.
Yeah, uncharacteristic mistake from Nabuli. Good kick from Townsend, but after his first kick was a pretty ordinary one. He gets this one, puts it on the in-goal, puts pressure on Nabuli, who just fumbles the ball. Couldn't control the ball or his feet to stay in the field of play. He's been so lethal for the Wolves all year. Comes up with an error early. Unfortunate mistake, but well executed from Townsend.
So for the first time in the 2013 Grand Final, chance for Cronulla to build some pressure. They make a mistake this time. A touch, and it crosses the stripe on the eastern side of the ground. Remarkable circumstances.
Well, can you believe it? Nabuli comes up with the error, a simple error at that, and probably even more simple error from Stapleton. The ball, here it is, rolling towards Stapleton, tries to make the catch, takes his eye off the ball, doesn't have his body behind it, and the ball goes in the touch, lets the Windsor Wolves off the hook.
Okay, incredible. Stapleton, having played 57 NRL games, will be filthy with himself, so the Wolves in possession. 10 on their own side of halfway. Let's take you downstairs to Lara. Sweltering conditions at ANZ, Lara.
It is hot. Maybe it's getting to the players early on. 31 degrees, I'm told, by the ground staff. They've done the relative tests needed. There won't be drinks breaks, but they've granted each team 3 trainers, so an extra trainer for each team to run the water today. They will review this again ahead of the Holden Cup Grand Final.
Well done, Lara. Thank you for that. Anderson, great carry by the number 8. Now Serraldo chimes in with a good run of his own. Ran into the shoulder of Vave. Peachy and Politoni also affect the tackle. Put him on his back, slow down the ruck. He's 21 metres out from the Sharks line. Now this is Blake South. Straight ahead and flops the ball back. Picked up by Nathan Smith, who goes on a run. Got away from Peachy. He couldn't break through the defence of Sopawanga, though, who wraps him up. Good angle, shows you exactly where Windsor are. Austin, little grubbing kick, pressure, and Nabuli has come up with it, and the referee points to the spot, so Windsor, they get it this time. 4-0, they'll play this grand final from in front, and their most prolific try scorer gets the job done.
And once again, it comes down to this man here, Blake Austin, puts the kick in behind. Stapleton, who made the error, gave the ball to the Windsor Wolves, and Nabuli. Another try, a try-scoring machine from Fiji. Beautiful execution from Blake Austin, and an even better finish from Nabuli. Safe with his hands, gets the ball, the first 4-pointer of the day in the left-hand corner, and the Windsor Wolves are off to a perfect start.
Nabuli, he may have made an error up just a few minutes prior, but makes amends. Good catch, under pressure. He scored at least 1 try in each of his last 8 matches. In fact, he scored 10 tries in his last 8 starts, and he scored a hat-trick on 3 occasions this season. So that'll give you some idea of the type of season this man has enjoyed. A former rugby sevens player in Fiji, as we highlighted in our opener to today's program. Spotted by a couple of very big rugby league names in Fittler and Johns. Signed sight unseen by Phil Gould. Could well be one of the signings of the decade.
Well, that's right. If you notice that he was spotted by the 2 greats of the game, Brad Fittler and Andrew Johns, well, they must have seen something special because he's had an outstanding year. Try after try, but Blake Austin's has a beautiful start as we watch Wes Nagrama try and convert the 4-pointer and get them to a 6-point lead.
He's been in good touch with the boot in recent weeks, and I've put the mocker on him. That would be his worst kick of the season. Only missed 1 last weekend in his team's victory at Leichhardt Oval. So 4-0 after 9.5 minutes of play.
And Windsor have started how we thought they would. They've been throwing the ball wide. They've got the ball to the edges of the ruck. These guys like Nabuli, Cherrington, they've got speed to burn out wide. They've had a superb start. And the kicking game from Austin has been absolutely perfect.
As Windsor fields this ball off the kickoff. We did allude to the difference between the two teams defensively prior to kickoff. This season, the Sharks only conceding 380 points. Windsor 653. But with the football in hand, it's a very different story. Windsor 820 points for. The Sharks 811. So really the perfect start for Windsor. They've absolutely dominated the opening to this game. 75% of possession. And of course, a very contentious no try ruling. They could very easily have been leading 10-0. Blake South, and now on to Daniela. Daniela driven back in good strong defence by Chad Townsend. Wolves through Austin. Torpedo punt. We saw him put a couple of those in last weekend. You don't see many of them in the game these days. Now Gardner back he comes and hammered by Wesner Guama. Brutal front on defence. The Sharks custodian crashing to earth. Tunanapaya now. No way through there. Smith and Anderson. Look at that. That's how you do it. And now Arval plays it. Manu Malali, his first run of the game. This youngster with such huge raps on him, 21 years of age. Samoan born, he was a junior Kiwi in previous seasons. Junior Moores advances the steed into the halfway line, tackled by Vayapunatia Khalifi. An indifferent kick that dribbles over to Robinson and immediately fires the pass infield to Matt Moylan. A St Clair junior, destined for a stellar future, it would seem. Nabuli. Confidence flying high now after that touchdown. He's a big lad. Not even finished growing yet. How scary is it? Smith through the hands. And a great start by the Windsor forwards, particularly Sam Anderson. And this man, Seraldo, he's done some terrific work. The tough stuff up the centre. Has got himself a full-time job with the Panthers, retiring from football after today to work with Ivan Cleary and his coaching staff at the foot of the mountains. So a great chance again for Windsor. Austin, a kick straight into the arms of Nathan Gardner. Didn't really put the Sharks under any pressure, that one. And now Stapleton comes back, tackled by Blake South.
That was a good kick pressure from Tafua. He put pressure on Austin, then he couldn't get a good kick away. He'd been executing his kicks superbly to start the match. Townsend needs a good kick at the back end of this set. They're under pressure, the Cronulla Sharks. They're definitely behind with the momentum. They need a good finish.
Stuart Mills, good carry. 8 metres on his own side of halfway. He's played 16 NRL games. And is very, very hard to stop from close range, the big centre. So the Sharks trailing 4-0. CSA Varve now. Tackled by Seraldo. Polatoni, a Tigers junior, gives the pass to Manu Malali. And a high kick that lands in Travis Robinson's arms. And he got away from the tackle of Tunanapaya. This is a fair return. Oh, he's had the ball stolen. And referee says 2 in the tackle. Penalty.
And this guy here, Manu Malali, put the kick in. Wasn't the best kick. He's either got to put it higher. This is a steal here. Makes a steal off Robinson, but there was 2 in the tackle. Well, that's contentious.
Absolutely contentious. I think it's a tough call.
It was a tough call. And they're under pressure because Robinson made a half break, looking like he was going to run away from the Cronulla defence, and comes up with a big play, Manu Malili. But unfortunately for him, penalised for a rate, and gives the ball in good position again to the Windsor Wolves.
Yeah, Tia Khalifi. He was stopped by 3 Sharks, and Seraldo, what a fantastic start of the game the big number 10 has had. Ball away, it's been called a knock on. And that is unfortunate for Windsor, definitely building another superb opportunity. Gee, Blake Austin has been outstanding during the opening this game as well.
He has, and so is this man Seraldo. His last game today, retiring after today's performance. He's a great player. He's had a few unlucky injuries. I'd like to send him out in the high, there's no doubt about that. But testing their hand a little bit, the Windsor Wolves, that's the way they play. They throw offloads, they play second phase rugby league, and they're an exciting team to watch. So they come up with errors, but they certainly come up with a lot of points at the same time.
There's the completions, 4 from 4 Cronulla. And Windsor having many more uses of the football.
Ball in, stay down, out.
So Sharks loosen feed. And Stuart Mills coming away with the football. 22 metres out from his own line. Good tackle by Daniela. And the Sharks will get a piggyback downfield, holding down on the ruck. The determination from referee Adamski. And Cronulla needing that, really. Windsor making fairly easy metres on occasions. Been a massive year for the New South Wales Cup. Historic live television coverage on Fox Sports. Fitting that these two great attacking sides provide the finale to what's been a wonderful season. Inside ball here. Tyrone Peachey up the centre. Hasn't had an opportunity to produce any of his magic touches thus far in the game. Varve. Manu Malali in possession now, was tackled there by Anthony Cherrington. Politoni jumps out of acting half. A gain of 9 metres and keeps it alive. A kick through. A bit of miscommunication there. No one in a Sharks jersey knew that kick was on.
Politoni set it up beautifully. Ran out of dummy half, caught them napping an offload to this man, Manu Malili, but he rushed the kick. He had numbers on the left-hand side. He could have went through the hands or just put a nice little depth in to get a repeat set of 6. So a poor option from Manu Malili.
So Moylan plays it from Capewell and away to Jeff Daniela. Wrestled to ground by Politoni and Tafua. Another look at that attacking raid from the Sharks and the kick that had far too much on it. And frankly, no chasers. Anderson. Solid player, as we've highlighted. Former Newcastle Knights. Was best on field last weekend for Windsor. Here's Moylan up the centre, looking for a long ball. Affects that now out to Anthony Cherrington. We know he's got an offload on him, the big back rower. Good defence by Mills, who raced up off his line. Now Austin to the line, kick over the top, the chase on in earnest. Gardner has it, and he'll sprint back to the 20-metre line for the restart. Ooh. Solid tackle by Capewell, not above the horizontal though. Now Tunapaya. He looks to be a good prospect in the game too, Braith, the Sharks left winger. Out there now is Tim Robinson with the football. So being put into the match at the 17.5-minute mark. There's that tackle I spoke of. It was okay. Now Peachey stumbles as he got to the line. Cape will put a hand on him to effect the tackle. Now Junior Moore's taking them on. 27 years of age, born in Auckland. Been at a number of clubs. Chad Townsend, good kick, high, plenty of hang time on it. Nabuli, he couldn't get a clean catch on it. So this will be a Sharks feed. So E2, a couple of unhappy moments when under pressure. Mills making it a contest.
And that was a lot better kick from Townsend. He put the ball in the air, and as you mentioned, he made it a contest. He put pressure on Nabuli. Nabuli had to come up with the play over Stuart Mills, and he comes up with an error. So a lot better execution from Townsend. That's what we want out of him. That's the experience that he brings from first grade back to New South Wales Cup to put pressure on players like Nabuli. He's just done that. They're in good field position now for the Cronulla Sharks. Can they score their first four-pointer of the match?
So Cronulla's first time in the Windsor 20 try. Manu Malali has got the ball down and delighted. Malali coming up with a try for all. Manu Malali.
And the simplest of tries from Manu Malali. He takes the ball to the line. Watch his left foot step here. Bang, there it is. Beats the inside player of Tia Khalifi. Smith was too slow to adjust from the scrum. And Manu Malali, great execution, well run, good vision and good footwork off the left foot step. Beautiful way to get the Cronulla Sharks off the mark here in the New South Wales Cup Grand Final.
He's certainly showing a willingness to run the ball so far today, Braith as well, as is his opposite number, Austin.
Well, yes, he's taken it into his own hands. Peachey's been pretty quiet to start the match. He's a little bit unheralded, underestimated. Manu Malili, we spoke about how he come into the 5'8" position a few weeks ago when Brett Finch was elevated to first grade, and he certainly hasn't been overawed by it. He's taken it with two hands. As you've seen there, his running game has been lethal throughout the semi-final series. He's got great footwork, good vision. and he took them on. He took the line on. That's most great halves and 5/8s do. They take the ball to the line. They test the opposition defence. And it's a beautiful start from him. He's taking the pressure off the other halves in Townsend and in Peachy in the back row, and he's taking the responsibility himself as Chad Townsend tries to convert and take a 2-point lead.
That was Manu Malali's third try of the 2013 final series. Match has been in progress a tick over 20 minutes. Grand final day 2013. Chad Townsend steers it between the uprights, so the Sharks go to the front by 6-4. We'll head downstairs to Lara.
Yeah, just on Manu Malali, he is in fact off contract at the moment. He was their third choice, number 6. You mentioned Brett Finch, obviously going back to first grade for the Storm, but also they had Frenchman Tony Guijo for a number of weeks of the season. He left, went back to France. So Manu Malali's only really taken this role with both hands very late in the season. The coach describes him as the silent assassin and says that he's just gotten better and better with each week.
Silent assassin. That's some rap. Tim Robinson.
Well, I tell you what, Brett Finch certainly isn't a silent assassin. He's got one of the biggest mouths you'll ever meet.
Wrote the book on sledging. But there's no doubt Finchy was.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah, sure. Was one of the major reasons for the Sharks' remarkable winning sequence early this season, over 15 rounds. They did not lose a game, and Finch the major reason why. They've won 3 of their last 5, the Sharks, coming into today's grand final. The Wolves, I've mentioned, 6 wins in a row. Tupo Sopawanga plays the ball. Now Townsend, he wants to get the football down the other end. A kick fielded on the full by Travis Robinson, the 26-year-old former Shark and Melbourne Storm player. Also spent a couple of seasons with the Chester Hill Rhinos, whilst he was trying to establish himself with an NRL-aligned club. The Guamaras had the ball reefed.
Tackle 2. Yeah.
And Wes not well.
I've got tackle 2. Can you just check any foul play?
Time off period.
Just leave it. Boys. Guys, let's just go away. Let him get treated. You going to check a cannibal? Wait, thank you. We're waiting on him, okay? Injured player. Tackle 2.
So hopefully not too serious. You see David Fafita preparing to come on for the Sharks. Another look. Oh, it's just his knee and right ankle. Very awkward there. Big Vave, I think. No, it was the second man in.
Yeah, definitely awkward, and he's unlucky to get the injury here, Wes Nguama, but he does drop the ball when he gets injured. And I think the referee's done the right thing by letting him retain the ball, because the reason he did drop it was because of the injury and solely because of that. So they get to play the ball, and looks like he's recovered well, which is great to see.
Wait up. That's tackle
good
2
news
there.
for Windsor.
No worries, guys. 2.
6-4 the Sharks. Serraldo then. A burst beyond the halfway line. David Fafita out there now, twin brother of Andrew. He's been tremendous value for the Sharks off the bench in the New South Wales Cup this season. Sam Anderson, still just 22 years of age. Now comes away to Tia Khalifi. Runs into Manu Malali and Junior Moores. So Windsor, a fine attacking opportunity for them again. And to the air they go. Bit of hang time on that. Oh, Nabuli, he leapt high but couldn't come down with it. Comes back to Sopawanga. We saw Ito do that at Leichhardt. He's extremely good under the high ball.
Well, he's extremely quick too. I mean, he was nowhere near this with about 10 metres to go. He gets there before any other Cronulla player. If he catches it, he scores. As simple as that.
Does he ever? Stapleton then. Just beyond his own 30-metre line. Cronulla. Coming out of trouble here. Peachy turning it back inside to Fafita. He goes strolling downfield. Tia Khalifi got across, and a diving tackle down low. Now Gardner explodes out of acting half. He beats Smith's tackle. Can't get away from the next line of defence, led by Wes Nguama. Tackle number 4. The Sharks. A ball to Tunanapaya. A kick. Didn't work out according to his plan. And the Sharks, they come up with the football again as the ruling from referee Adamski as Junior Moores goes on a run, and a searching run. Didn't really look to offload.
Massive
This would be his normal caper. Now Politoni from acting half. They've got a deep back line set out to their right, the Sharks. The Wolves, will they struggle to hang on here? Townsend. And again, Tyrone Peachey takes off and is across the line. It's the first time we've seen him inject himself today. That was too easy. Far too easy. 10-4 to the Sharks.
We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this man, Tyrone Peachey, to have his impact on this game, and it's just happened. Look at this, right foot step, takes the ball to the line, beats the defence of Cherrington and Smith on the inside. Too strong to get over the line past Moylan. But just like the last try from Manu Malili, Peachey's taken the ball to the line, good footwork, and it's good to see him get involved in the match. He needed a touch like that. He needed to bring himself into this grand final.
Defence has been Windsor's Achilles heel, and we've seen two shining, glaring examples of it in the last 5 minutes. Soft tries.
Well, that's right, and it gives a lot of confidence to these guys. 21 games for 21 tries. Tyrone Peachey's first try of the day, but this guy now, he's thinking run the ball. He's thinking get the ball, step off left foot, right foot, and take the defensive line on, because they're vulnerable. 2 tries in the last 10 minutes, and similar tries at that. Manu Malili, left foot step, Tyrone Peachey, right foot step, and they just beat one defender and they're over the try line. So for the Windsor Wolves, it's just not good enough, really. They need to lift their defence if they are to win this match today.
Been some season for this player on screen. Panthers bound in 2014. Despite playing 7 games for the Sharks in the NRL, he still finished the season as the leading point scorer, or leading try scorer for Cronulla in the New South Wales Cup. So Townsend from right in front. This is a gift 2-pointer. And 12 points to 4. The game plan for Windsor is very simple. Stiffen up midfield defence. Markers work harder.
That's right, and that's a wake-up call to them, because they've kept Peachey quiet for the first 20 minutes, but they've just let him into the match. When you let an X-factor, a key player, into the match like Tyrone Peachey, they give him this opportunity to score quite a simple try, as you can see here, from only 10 metres out. Gets past Cherrington and Smith. He grows an extra leg now. He's confident. He's in the game. Look at him. He's excited. He wants to win the grand final for his teammates.
He's kept a low profile in the match so far, and there's a dreadful error by Windsor. The kick out on the full. So back to the halfway line we come. So they compound that dreadful defensive lapse, leading to a try with a penalty. So the Sharks will start this set about 38 metres out from the Windsor line. Powerful charge by Kirisom Arval gets us going. Michael Leisha out there now, wearing 16 for the Sharks. So plenty of fresh troops coming into the match at this juncture of proceedings. Robinson plays it. Now Townsend, he double pumps and gives the ball on to, I think it's Sopawanga tackle on that right-hand edge. It is. He's equally strong on both sides of the park, Sopawanga, as an edge back rower. Robinson, the former Manly Sea Eagle. He plays it back to Leisha. Manu Malali and Moores, big fender. Got rid of the first one. It was Luke Capel that found the turf, found himself eating the dirt. Mistake in the play the ball. Lost in the play the ball.
Yeah, bad luck for Moores. Nice run, big right arm fend. Had the quick play the ball, but unfortunately, see, right up against Capewell. Bang, see you later, buddy. Gets up to play the ball. Unfortunately for him, he makes the error, drops the ball in the play the ball, and releases the pressure valve. The Windsor Wolves under the pump completely by the Cronulla Sharks last 5 to 10 minutes, and they get to get a breather. It's nice and hot out there, so they'll suck the air in and get back on the front foot.
Get next to Nathan at lock.
That's their first set. The Sharks not completed. Completions 11 from 12 Cronulla, 9 from 12 Windsor. Percentage of football, well, it's 50-50 now after Windsor dominating to the tune of 75% share of the footy early in this game. Time's flying, 28 minutes gone in the game already. And despite a bright start by Windsor, struggling just a touch at the moment. The game being played in centre field, 8 metres on Windsor's side of halfway. Sam Hollis into the match now for Windsor. A graduate of the Penrith Panthers NYC under-20s program, as are several other Windsor representatives this afternoon. A high kick that lands perfectly for Nathan Gardner. got away from Hollis, Serraldo, and Kyle O'Donnell make the tackle. O'Donnell playing in the 15 jersey. Leisha gives the pass to Nathan Stapleton, upended spectacularly, but not illegally, and he loses the ball. So a couple of things starting to go right for Windsor. Let's see if they can capitalise, Brave.
Well, they'll need to. They'll need to. Another mistake from Stapleton. That's his second drop ball.
It's just up there. Lost ball.
But there did look like there was a hand in there, actually. I think he might have been a little bit unlucky as we watch the replay. And we'll let you decide. No, that's a clear knock on.
There was a hand. It was his own.
Yeah. Or maybe lack of the other hand, to be honest with you. He's dropped the ball cold there, Stapleton. And he can't let the Wolves off the hook. They've got the opportunity now to put some points on them. When they get the opportunity, the Wolves, they are potent in attack. They've got plenty of speed on the edges, and they need to score tries. Let's see if they can.
Don't get lazy here.
Another reflection of Cronulla's dominance this season. Their average winning margin has been 22.5 points a game. Per win, Windsor's is 12.6.
I think the worry for the Wolves, if Cronulla get to a lead, which they have,
David!
Bit of unnecessary push and shove.
Yeah.
I don't think there's too much going on here.
Tim. Boys.
A couple of players suggesting the ref should just get on with it and take the scrum.
Stand up, have a bit of a break. You got a water bottle? You give me one of those bottles. Have a break. Boys. Out here, David, Kyle. Share the bottle, stay apart. Kyle and David.
How good's this? The ref's a water boy too.
There's no need for anything, okay? Boys, there's 30 seconds here. Just want you to suck it in. Grand final, all right? Don't need the rubbish.
Oh, positive thinking.
It's a big new Adamski.
I love him.
He's a very good referee. He
he's
knows how to
referee.
talk to the players.
I know it's
and
hot.
they respond
Seconds
too.
and locks heads
That
here,
says a
front
lot.
row.
He's
Let's
authoritative,
get it
but
all
in the
Head
right
in
way.
the scrum, please. Heads down.
Sure he's
Ball
heading
in.
for
Time
big
on.
things
Let's
in the
go.
game.
Out.
Ref Adamski. Oh, great tackle on Robinson by Val. Sprinted out of the line. You could hear the contact, couldn't you? Tia Khalifi now upended. Good defence by Cronulla's Michael Leisha. And two others. So Windsor, first time they've been at this end of the field for some time. Moyland onto Daniela. Now to big Ito. Nabuli will go all the way, the Fijian. Too big, too strong, gets his second try of the day. Puts Windsor back in the match. They were really just going sideways. And the big Fijian, he said, I'll show you how it's done. Pinned his ears back.
He's an exciting machine. Good combination from Daniela. Gets Nabuli to run back on the inside. Watch these hands. Nearly drops it, gets a hold of it, but at the same time, bumps off Townsend. Right foot. Watch this fend there on Stapleton. And a nice try from Nabuli. He had plenty of work to do. Good combination with Daniela. Good work from Austin to spread the ball. They're never dead, these players. The Windsor Wolves, they can score from anywhere on the field at any time. They're lethal in attack, and they're back in the ball game.
Are they what? The 7th time this season that Ito Nabuli has scored a double. He's had an unhappy day with his handling, though. He'll have mixed feelings at the moment.
Well, he had a lot of composure then to nearly drop the ball, but to regain it and then palm off two players to score a try on the left-hand corner. Not many players have the ability to do that. He could have panicked and dropped that ball, but he's also had a couple of good times. He's scored 2 tries already. He's come up with a couple of errors, but he's also scored 3 hat-tricks this year, so that's not a good sign for the Cronulla Sharks.
Here's Nguama. 20 out, and he's got that wrong as well. An unhappy start to the day with the boot for Wes Nguama, who's been a prolific point scorer this season.
Yeah, and you spoke last week. He was 6 from 7 at Leichhardt Oval and kicking brilliantly, so disappointing to see him miss the first 2 kicks of the day, and the confidence is down, so he'll need to definitely improve in that department.
The penalties favouring Cronulla 2-1.
Hold, Dave.
The offloads, Windsor 3, Cronulla 1. Line breaks, Cronulla 2, Windsor 1. 12 plays 8. Just a little under 8 minutes remaining prior to the halftime break. Of course, you'll see live coverage of the Holden Cup at ANZ Stadium with Mark Braybrook, Mick Ennis and Braithen Astor after full time here. Now Cherrington tries to find a way through the line. 3 Sharks. They swarm in and make the tackle. So Windsor keeping themselves in the game by virtue of that second try to Nabuli. Sam Hollis. Sopawanga was down low. Leisha across the top with Fafita. Tangatau out there now for Windsor, 2 at acting half. He had a fine game last weekend. Watch for him in the 14 jersey. Bit of footwork there by Nathan Gardner on display, the former ill. Doing well. So an arm wrestle here at ANZ Stadium. Early stages of this VB New South Wales Cup Grand Final. Leisha, Caringbar Jr. Tackled by Hollis and Tangatau. Big Fafita. Austin races up and gets his right shoulder on the ball carrier. Tangatau finishing it off. Now Robinson made his first grade debut in round 2, 2011. Manu Malali and the kick through. That is towards Travis Robinson's wing. Travis immediately converged upon by 3 Sharks. 9 NRL appearances for the man playing the ball. As the crowd continues to build in magnificent conditions. And now Nguama outside to Robinson. Made a mess of it, tried to put it on the boot. Arval comes up, trumps, wins that battle. Bit of push and shove, all of which is a waste of unnecessary energy.
Yeah, they had the numbers down the right-hand short side, the Windsor Wolves. They took the opportunity, but unfortunately for the execution, Nguama onto Robinson, who dropped the ball, but he was really heading out in the touch anyway. So the Cronulla Sharks are definitely on top at the moment. They get the scrum feed, and they're full of momentum.
Yeah, some of the Windsor forwards just walking a bit at the moment. 12 from 14, Cronulla's completion rate in the game. To date, Windsor 12 from 16.
Okay, one go only. All heads in. Windsor, wait. Matt, head in now. Ball in.
Both teams have been tackled in the opposition's 20-metre area on 6 occasions. Stuart Mills goes for a run. Austin equal to the task. Townsend into acting half. Big Fafita goes on a run. Defence respecting him and getting straight up in his face, and they stayed in his face too long, according to Adamski, who awards the Sharks a penalty. Now, we've seen Windsor on a few occasions, Braith, do silly things like that when the game has been played in their own half.
On the mark, we're all offside here.
So Manu Malali has the football, fires it back to Arval, and Arval goes for a run. Nguama hanging on, but loses control. So Cronulla dangerously close to the Windsor line, and Leisha has a crack out of acting half.
I know you did.
Another penalty coming.
Wes, wait.
Against Wes Nguama.
Wait.
Well,
now.
It'll be
You can go back.
a tough task to hold Cronulla out here.
Go.
Ahead of the half-time break, the Sharks, another attacking raid as Fafita is stopped by Sam Hollis and Anthony Cherrington. Now he's told to play it. Leisha, Manu Malali, short ball to Junior Moores. Windsor defending for their lives here. 3.5 minutes out from the break. Robinson looking for some second phase. Tucked it under the wing and took the tackle of O'Donnell. Now a little kick through by Peachy. He was, I thought, impeded after he kicked it. Moylan has it. They're going to get it back anyway. So despite Matt Moylan's best efforts, the Sharks prepare to receive the football again.
And a beautiful kick from Peachy. Summed the situation up well. Didn't have much on the outside. Puts a nice little in-depth left foot kick in. Gets his side another set of 6, and an important set of 6 too. As we see here, there wasn't much on the outside. Nice little left foot kick. Unlucky he got tackled, but a good little chase through as well. And he gets his team the football back.
A tremendous kick. 55 metres. And big Fafita takes the carry. Tom Eisenhuth on the field now for Windsor, wearing the 17 jersey. Here's the Sharks 17 in action. Tim Robinson Tangatau, the tackler. He'll play it on the Windsor 20-metre line. Manu Malali. Townsend dummied inside and keeps possession. He ran straight at Luke Capel, who put him on the ground, his opposite number. Gardner. Moores. Again, the fend evident as he got rid of Tia Khalifi. But two other defenders there to stop him. So the Sharks, they've been camped down here for an eternity, and there's a try. A try right on the line. Out of acting half.
I've got a try here. Just want to check.
Michael Leisha. Only a 20-year-old. And this could be one of the more memorable days in his career.
Yeah, he's a great player, young Michael Leisha. Let's see if he gets the ball over the line. And yes, the ball slides over. The referee has signalled that it is a try, in his opinion. They've got up to the third referee, and we'll see what the result is now.
They can't take that off him.
No chance. Yes. Well-deserved try from Michael Leisha. He's a great kid, beautiful player. This bloke will be playing first grade in the years to come. I love watching him play. He's creative out of dummy half. Good vision, as we just seen then, to score that four-pointer. His first try of the day. He played in the New South Wales team in the under-20s Origin early in the year at Penrith. He was a standout for that team. I love the way that he plays. Outstanding talent. You see, he just takes steps. Plenty of work to do here. Good footwork. Beats Tia Khalifi and beats Moylan. Slides over. Just good vision. Didn't panic. Summed up the situation well.
Yeah, he got down low and ducked under the attempted tackle of Tom Eisenhuth, who missed him.
Well, he's a natural. You know, a lot of players can get in there and step it up and play New South Wales Cup when you're only 20 years of age, but to see that opportunity and make it happen like he did so easily, he does it week in and week out. He's a great player. Keep an eye on him, Michael Leisha.
2 from 2 today for Townsend. This is another gift. The Sharks will be leading 18-8 with less than 60 seconds remaining prior to the break. We think the temperature around 31 degrees, as was reported by Lara earlier in this half. And Townsend gets the extras, and a 10-point margin separates these sides. Windsor, they played from in front. They were the first to score in this game.
They seem to be coming in and out of the match. They come out flying out of the blocks, throwing the ball around, scoring tries, great kicking game. But when they've been starved of possession and they've made a few errors and haven't had the ball, their defence doesn't hold up. It's not strong enough. It's where we said they may be found wanting today, because they have struggled throughout the season with their defence and they've backed their ability in attack. But on the big stage, in big games, whether it's semi-final football today, which is the grand final, you need to defend better. You need to hold teams like the Cronulla Sharks out time and time again.
So a grubbing style restart of play by Windsor. Tyrone Peachy takes the tackle as the siren sounds in the background at ANZ. So the Sharks 18 lead the Windsor Wolves 8 at the halftime break. Possession fairly equal. Sharks 51% of the football. Missed tackles. Windsor 15. The Sharks 9. As the players head to the sheds.